What's going on, everybody? Ray Woods here. Welcome to my channel, Breakout and Stay Out, where I talk about the different things that's happened throughout our past, through my experience and some of my stories that has been preventing me and maybe some of you from reaching your full potential in the future. Go ahead, like, comment, share on my videos, keep up with me to see the latest content, and go ahead and hit the subscribe button to my YouTube channel. What's going on, everybody? Ray Woods here, channel Breakout and Stay Out. Today's topic, I want to talk to y'all about bullying. Have you ever been bullied before? And if so, how long have you been bullied? Was it just as a kid? Was it through middle school, high school, even up to college? And if you haven't been bullied, how many people do you know that's been bullied before? Any other family members or friends? So one thing I want to get into is the different reasons why people bully. And this is just from my experience and the things that I've been through. You know, just to give you a little bit of background about myself, you know, I've been bullied since I was a young kid. So I would remember the times where my mom would drop me off at the daycare in the hood, I guess you would say, not the super hood, the ghetto, but in a, you know, fairly decent area. People probably live from paycheck to paycheck. Anyway, I'd be at the daycare, and the kids there were maybe 17, 16, 15 years old. Then I was only maybe like 9 or 10 or something. And they used to make us fight. They used to make us fight for no reason. And if we didn't fight, then we would get beat up by them. So I was a victim of bullying there. It was always, every time I went there, I was fighting or I was getting jumped by somebody. I would never necessarily tell my mom what was going on because I didn't want to be that tattletale person. Through middle school, I've been bullied, being in different sports because I'm small, skinny. I mean, look at the picture here. It's very stereotypical. Young kid that's skinny with glasses for somebody else to pick on. How I overcame that bullying situation, how I was able to break out of that mindset and not let that deter my future because I've been bullying. Because bullying does mess up people's mentality from the stuff that they go through. So the different reasons why people usually bully, I would say one would be insecurity. You know, a lot of them are insecure. They feel like they have a lot of negativities about themselves that they won't let themselves understand or try to fix, and they feel like because they feel down, they want to make somebody else feel lesser than them. Another thing could be the media. You know, people like to watch TV and play these different video games. Maybe their household, you know, maybe something in their household that causes them to be very aggressive towards people that are not aggressive. It may be their mom and dad is always arguing and always fighting. You know, it come from a broken home. They may have siblings that pick on them all the time. And what happens is they take what's happening to them from their older siblings and then they come put it on to somebody else because that's all they know. Another reason may be, you know, they just feel like that they're better than everybody else. You know, they're not humble.
Bitch, be humble. Bitch, sit down.
What he said. Different types of bullying. You know, you got cyberbullying. So people that be on the internet talking trash. Physical. So physical bullying. The other type of bullying would be some verbal bullying. I'll tell you something that, you know, I used to get picked on for certain stuff I wear. I remember me and my cousin getting into an argument. We almost fought. I ain't gonna say his name, but, you know, his parents had money, and his parents could buy him polo clothes every single week. They go shopping like every week and get some new polo shirt. And me, my mom couldn't afford polo every single week, so I had to wear what I could wear. So I would maybe go somewhere like Walmart or something and get, you know, the shirt with the abstract art and the skulls and stuff like that. And you know, even to this day, I still wear that. I don't give a damn what the hell nobody say. But I couldn't wear the polo shirt. I couldn't afford it. So he's like, oh, Ray, you know, you ain't going to the club like that. You ain't got no polo shirt? No, I ain't got no fucking polo shirt. Not everybody can afford the shit like you and your family. So, and anyway, if your parents were buying it, you would be able to afford it. You broke ass. My ways of how I was able to overcome this bullying and how I was able to deal with this bullying over time. First things that I've come across when I actually started getting out of the situation of being bullied by other people was I created a group. I say it started sometime early high school. I created a group of people that I could relate to, that I could hang out with, that we was cool, we had fun, we laughed. Whenever I was able to create that group of people I can hang out with and relate with, then I was able to eliminate that bully from messing with me. Because a lot of bullies tend to mess with people when they're alone, or if they got their group of friends and they see you by yourself, they want to come mess with you. And I don't believe in that ignoring thing. Oh man, just ignore them, they'll leave you alone. Okay, so let me give you a prime example. That's just like a guy trying to talk to a female, and I'm gonna say this from a guy perspective. A guy trying to talk to a female, and the female doesn't show interest in him, but to the guy, he think that she just playing hard to get, so that gives him more of an incentive to try and go after her. That's just like with a bully. You're not gonna do nothing, so the bully like, oh, he must still want to be picked on. Let me go pick on him since he's so easy to pick on. Ignoring doesn't work. From my experience, I've been in situations where I've created a group of friends, and the friend within my circle was friend with a bully that was picking on me. And then eventually we came to understanding, and the guy was like, hey man, this is my friend, we cool, we all cool. And then everything was squashed there, and it was a mutual understanding. Another thing that I started to get into was fighting. I started training jiu-jitsu. I used to watch Bruce Lee movies and try to do all this stuff when I was younger because I wanted to get into martial arts at a young age. Parents couldn't afford it at that time, but later down the road, I think end of my junior year in high school, beginning of my senior year, I started doing jiu-jitsu, Brazilian jiu-jitsu. And it taught me a lot of self-defense. It taught me a lot of self-control and discipline. And I will say, when you're training to fight and to have that ability to hurt somebody, you can really hurt somebody. You get a hold of somebody in a certain way, you can really hurt them. And I'll tell you this, you don't want to let ego get to your head, because it will get to your head, because it's gotten to my head. I mean, you learn a martial arts and you learn something new, and it's like, man, I can do this now. Let me go get revenge on that bully. No, you don't want to do that. You want to use that just for self-defense. The way I did to prevent that was when I trained to fight, I always trained against somebody that was better than me. I was small, so I put myself in a controlled situation on purpose so I can know how to deal with it. I don't care how big you are. Of course, pick your own battles. But I don't care how big you are. You can still get knocked out. I don't care how fast you are. You can still get knocked out unless you Mayweather. And whenever I was training with people that was bigger than me, that was faster than me, that was stronger than me, that had more technique than me, it always kept building me up. And I did that to keep myself humble, so I know that once I go out in the real world where people actually be messing with you, I can just walk away from the situation. Because in my mind, I'm like, I really don't want to hurt this guy, so I'm going to just leave the situation. But again, if he puts his hands on me, then I'm going to take care of that. So I would recommend getting into a martial art. The martial art, I would say, something that you can be well-rounded in. So Muay Thai is the art of 8 limbs. So you got your hands, your 2 hands, your elbows, your knees, and your legs. And that's good for stand-up. And also the other would be jiu-jitsu or judo, where you learn ground tactics. You learn some type of ground technique. Write music. Now, you can do some type of other creative art, like drawing. I know people that draw their emotions out. I know people that do paintings. I know people that just play music, piano, or play drums, and it makes them feel good. It actually keeps your mind calm from dealing with the stuff that you're dealing in the bullying world. Expressing your feelings out there instead of holding them in helps. And maybe find somebody you can trust and let them read it. Let them talk to you about it and have somebody to talk to. That's another thing. A lot of people don't want to tell anybody that they're getting bullied by anybody. They don't like to tell anybody because, again, they don't want to be that tattletale, or they don't want to be that guy or that gal that's over here talking to people. Like, what are you scared of? What are you, like, afraid to tell anybody for? It ain't like nobody likes you anyway, so what's it gonna hurt? A lot of these guys don't, a lot of these bullies, whether it be females or males, they don't have true friends. They don't have anybody that's going to listen to them. They don't have anybody that's going to really understand where they come from. They feel like that they're alone just as much as you may feel like you're alone. Some bullies, not all of them. And, a lot of the guys that I bumped into, they was like that. And it was times where I would sit down and talk to the guy. And then after, a little bit, we'd be friends. And everything was cool. And I feel like when you understand and show that passion or compassionate towards that person, then it kind of helps alleviate what they're going through and allows them, one, not only does it help you from being bullied, it makes you feel better as a person because you can help somebody else in that type of way. And also, it, for him or her, helps that person to understand what's going on, understand somebody out there can be a friend for them, and that helps them in the same category too. So try to understand these people. You know, a lot of the people that's physical, some of them just need their ass beat, to be honest. Some of them just need their ass beat. You know, they think they're bigger and better than everybody, and then when they come across somebody that can really beat their ass, then they'll calm down. So guys, that's the end of my video about the topic bullying. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Go ahead and post your comments, like this video, share this video. Also, down below in the description, you can see a link to download my free PDF on my top 3 things that I do to deal with bullies as a teen when I was a teen. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel, Breakout and Stay Out, where I talk about the different things that's happened throughout time from my experience and possibly in your experience that can alter the way you think and prevent you from achieving your full potential later in the future. All right, y'all go ahead and subscribe to that channel, and I'll talk to y'all later.